Right, doing some Friday night outlier analysis. So no fun for me on Cinco de Mayo. Probably go home and read though. So I'm excited about that. But wanted to put up a video about something that's just kind of been on my mind. I have a friend who G-chats me periodically, and he's always asked me what it's like to be in the Deep South. I wanted to put it to the record that I do not live in the Deep South. You go far enough south, and you don't live in the Deep South anymore. Uh, a place like Central Texas, uh, people move from all over the country, often California, West Coast, East Coast, wherever. And the people from Texas that tend to move into this area are also a different type of person that you would normally characterize as Deep South. The only part of Texas that is really similar to the Deep South is East Texas Cotton Belt, where it's really an extension of Arkansas, northern Louisiana. But as you go into West Texas, obviously it's more of a southwestern environment. Culturally, it's very different. It's not the standard post Jim Crow South where you have black people and white people in their own neighborhoods, just kind of like uneasy coexistence. There's Latinos, who are different dynamic, and in the urban areas, there's lots of Asians. Some of the best Vietnamese food you will find is in Houston, which is the fourth largest city in America, and it's extremely diverse, excellent food scene. Despite it's not the most beautiful city in the country, but great food. So I don't have a problem living where I live. It's not what people would think by just looking at the map. And I think reasonable people understand that. I just wanted to say it and put it out there so that people are clear that if you move to Texas, it's not like moving to Mississippi. No offense to Mississippi, but no, it's not like that. Just because geographically it's in the old Confederacy, that doesn't mean that it's has the same cultural values. Uh, you know, Being in Austin, it's a lot, frankly, like being in California, to the point where there's so many Californians here that you can have discussions about what part of California you lived in or where on the West Coast you're from. NorCal versus SoCal. Like it's all transplanted here. It's kind of a microcosm of America, and I guess like the locals, people who lived here for 10 years or more, basically. They do not like us because we're changing things, but that's the way of the world, and it's not the old Austin, I guess, that was super affordable. But compared to California, it's extremely affordable. That's why a lot of people are moving here. It's really dynamic. I would recommend it. The food scene, incredible. There's lots of things to do, and I haven't found it to be like particularly Christian in the central areas of Austin. If people are uncomfortable with religion, um, honestly, people here are very liberal, which sometimes I get to arguments with people because I myself am more on the conservative side, which is fine. I'm used to it living in California. So it's definitely not the deep south in anything except for detail of geographic positioning.